Yeah. Back on the scene, back on the scene. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Oh, we got an awesome one today. We got an awesome one. You know, we have been programmed to believe that life is quick and it's not eternal. But when you're an eternal being and you develop your Christ consciousness, you understand and you seek for more knowledge of yourself. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And only on the day, the mirror universe reflection of you, we got this word Adonis, Abaddon, Abaddon. And this word is it's a destructive word, you know. And the whole thing is we 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 have the good in us as well as uh the bad, if you want to use that word, because our belief is what's causing the pain and the suffering on this planet. And so once we demolish the carnal thinking and get into the conscious, Christ conscious, divine mind thinking, then we'll understand more. We'll understand the game that's been played. And this is one of the things that I come to share and serve the universe and my fellow peers, humanity, with this information, because I think it's very important that we get it. You know, love is one of the most powerful forces in the world, and it's all around us. But our beliefs block us from seeing it. As you know, these are short videos, so let's jump right into it and get down with it. Here we go. All right, metaphysical meaning of Abaddon. Now, we gotta take everything and use it for our good. The biblical text say all things work for your good, all things. So you got to remember that, you know, things don't work against you, it's working for you to get an understanding. So here we go. Abaddon, destroyer, destruction, called can't even say it, Pardion in the Greek tongue, said to be king over the great armies of the locusts that came out from the abyss to destroy. Now you can find that in Revelations 9, 2, and 11. But the metaphysical meaning and the metaphysical principle behind it is this right here, that this name has reference to a very destructive belief. See, our belief is destroying us. See, we believe in things that is not real. But by us being divine and having the creative force moving through us, we manifest these things that it is not real, because that is part of our nature. That is our divine given nature. So if your belief system is messed up or off balance, that's what's going to happen. Okay. Belief of man is evident from the meaning of the name and from the ninth chapter of Revelation, from Exodus 10, 14, 15, and Job 2, 3 to 10. Proposes these texts with their reference, and you will see that they all are speaking of the same thing. One can get an idea of destructiveness of the locusts of Palestine and the surrounding countries. They quite commonly came up like great armies and ate every living plant in their path, also the leaves and the branches of the trees. So Abaddon must stand for the era belief alternate destruction of life and form. See, here's the thing. The life principle, you ain't gonna be able to destroy that. It's everlasting. It's power. It is life itself. It is all that we in. It is totality. It is everything. You can't destroy it. But what we create out of ignorance or out of knowledge, these things form and they can be destroyed. Let me say that again. You create out of ignorance or out of knowledge, and these things that you create in this materialistic world or material world can be destroyed. But the principle, the energy force, the life force cannot be destroyed. Let's go. Let's read it all. The true life principle can never be destroyed. Only the outer forms of man belief in materiality is destructible. So long as man believes in materiality or destruction, the outer destructions of form will take place. It is very necessary, therefore, that the thoughts of the possibility of lives being destructible or in any way limited be erased entirely from the consciousness. There is only one presence and one power in the universe, the good, the omnipotent. Life is omnipresent, eternal, sure. Life cannot be destroyed because it is God or good itself. And this is what we got to remember. Because I know a lot of people don't stood up and said, life's so hard. Oh, my life is so messed up. Oh, this and that. Well, you talking about the creator. You talking about the power. You talking about the ultimate source when you say these things. And I know you saying them out of ignorance because you don't know the life force. You don't know the power. And that's why it's saying about the belief. See, people have led you to believe something that is not true. And you don't even know a lot of people. And I, say it broadly because I know before I stepped into the knowledge, I did not know that God was the all life. God itself is life, eternal life, everything that exists is God, is divine. And so when we speak things, we be doing it out of ignorance because I have said it many times. Man, life tough. Life is messed up right now. Life is driving me crazy. All of this. I said that out of ignorance. But once I came into understanding that the life that I live in the life of God because God is the life, the good of everything, in everything, around everything. Everything comes from that life force. And it's the principle of everything. True life principle. See, so what we have to erase out of our belief, what we have to erase out of our belief is life can be destroyed. It's limitless. It has no power. The life that you living in, that you move and have your being in, is divine God. It's the principle. You are part of the principle. You are the life itself. That's how life flows through you, because the life principle is around you. You breathing in that life. It cannot be destroyed. And these illustrations about these words in the Bible is showing us the other side so we can comprehend. See, when you see both sides of the coin, then you can better comprehend and use it and understand. And then you'll stop this from destroying yourself. And you'll stop this from destroying yourself, because these two things, the thoughts of race consciousness and let me just say collective consciousness, because I throw people off when I say race consciousness. Collective consciousness of humanity, it's got its good points and it's got its bad points. And that mind flows through you, like it or not, it's going to flow through you. It's up to you to have the discernment to pull from that mind what is good. And that's why they teach you in biblical texts and all. You got to have spiritual discernment on what you gather into your universe. Because the simple fact is, by the by default, you are eternal. That's the bottom line. You are eternal. But your belief has made you feel, think, do as a being that is limited, that is, as a being that is temporary. You gonna go on after this because your nature is eternal. No beginning, no end. And once we can get this in our consciousness and understand that we've been led wrong and taught wrong, and I think the universe for all, I think life for all the mystics and the people that question the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gitas, the people that stood up in the past ages and said, wait, hold up, something ain't right. We got to question this stuff here, you know, and that's how we got the information. And that's how we're going to continue to grow. And we're going to be able to pass on information to the generations behind us. But here's the thing. We got to understand, if you don't get nothing else out of this, your belief is destroying your happiness. I'm going to read it again. Your belief is destroying your happiness. That this name has reference to a very destructive belief man's in is evident from the meaning of the name and from the 9th chapter of Revelations. Man's belief. See, what we doing here is, you got to understand that the collective consciousness is a big entity of negative thoughts, positive thoughts, thoughts of greatness, thoughtness of sadness. It's there, it's all there, and it's running through us, because behind the scenes we are spirits, but we think the mind belongs to us. It don't. It's a big entity, and we pull from it. Once we pull things, or let me say this, we attract certain things. And once we pull from this mind, guess what? We either believe it and it affects our life, or we don't believe it and we have a better life before. Now, some things you're going to have to believe so in order for your life to prove, but some things you're going to have to just cast out because this energy is divine. Your energy is a creative force by nature, by natural universal law. We create every day, every second, every moment that we think and speak and act. We creating. We can create an empire or we can create a destruction. That's why I believe you got to be careful what you believing in. But if you believe solely in divine life force, if you believe solely in the omnipotent, the omnipresence, eternal, sure life, you on the right track. Life, the Christ consciousness is right here for you. It's right here for you. It's in you already. And you got to invoke it and call on it and say you one with it and be that light that you are. You the light that it was when in Genesis it said, "Let there be light." You are that, and that's where we have to we have to go back in the mind and remember. Sometimes you just got to sit still and let it bring itself to the forefront in your thought process, but it will, because truth is already embedded in you. But this word, and it ain't like a lot of people go around speaking this word, but destruction and destroyer, these words are in our common everyday language. But here's the thing. That's why they sell destruction and chaos and mayhem to us. They sell it to us because they understand if we get in pure in heart and start bringing the Christ consciousness forward within us, we can eliminate the error thinking, because that is what is causing a lot of pain and sorrow. See, what it say? So Badon must stand for the error belief in urgent destructions of life and form. These thoughts, these beliefs that thing is gonna get worse. These beliefs of I can't feed my family. The Lord don't bless me. I can't have nothing. Things don't work right. All of these are things that you believe, and once you believe these things, you get the fruit from your belief. But if you believe life is good to you, life always provide for you, life is always here for you, life is eternal in you, that you great with the life force that is in you, and gratefulness to this life force, guess what? You will start erasing and eliminating the error belief, because life is good. What did it say? The good omnipotent. That means it's very powerful. And life is present. It's always here with you. When you wake up, yeah, you might just think that you catch a breath and you woke up and now you in light. But this good is all around you. It's all powerful. It's you in it. and it cannot be destroyed. Look what it said. Look, there is only one presence. One presence. One presence. And if you hinker to this one presence, listen and acknowledge this one presence right here, you will have a better life. And one power. It's got all power in this universe. The good, omnipotent. Life is omnipresent, eternal. It is certain, it is sure. And you got to be certain and sure that it's here with you. Life cannot be destroyed. You can't be destroyed because it is good, God itself. I like to say good itself because life is good. No matter what we go through, life is good to us. And listen to what I just said. Going through. When you going through something, that means you're going through it and you're going to leave it behind you and you're going to keep booking on. That's what that means. So what I'm telling you is this. These words that's in the Bible, when you see a name, Abaddon, or any name in the Bible, it's got another side to it. It's got a hidden meaning behind it. And that's why it says study to show thyself approved. Study to show thyself approved. So all the time we go through this life, not acknowledging the greatness, not acknowledging and honoring its presence around us. And that's what happened. Let's go back to the garden. Just like they thought that the presence of the good had left around them after giving them instructions not to eat off that tree, they was saying, we don't see God, or we don't see God. And so the serpent in the garden knew that this presence, this principle, what we call good, you can't see it, but it's moving and you moving with it, and it's all around you, moving through you. But the serpent knew that, guess what? If I tap into the five senses, I will bring their attention to this tree and they'll eat off of it and they'll forget about the invisible power that is all around them. And that is the whole game. It's a divine force, divine power all around us every day. And it's not no what you say power that will destroy you. It's a power that sustains this planet, sustains us in a subtle and powerful way. It's ever present. Look what it say. There is only one presence and one power in this universe. Ain't nothing else. Everything else we create. We create it. Why? Because we believe in crazy stuff. We start thinking outside of the Christ consciousness and we start creating by our beliefs. And then we'll holler, oh, life's so hard. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh Lord. Well, you cussing out the life force that you in the presence of. But I'll tell you one thing, flip the script and say when things get hard, oh, it's meant for, this is good for me. This is a blessing for me. When things get like that, then then flip the script, stop crying, and start praising and celebrating the life force around you. And then guess what gonna happen? Something so powerful gonna happen because you acknowledging and honoring this life force that you are one with. Your consciousness, look, consciousness. You got to go in your consciousness and be erased entirely from your consciousness. You got to erase negative beliefs in your consciousness and take on the new consciousness of Christ consciousness. And all that foolish stuff that you once believed in and thought what was true, it'll start erasing, it'll fall off. And that's what we have to get back to. And you think I'm playing, go read Genesis. It's in Genesis. Especially that's Cain and Abel story. Man, I tell people, go read it. And I'm gonna make this statement, I'm gonna say it boldly and loud. The younger generation do not throw the Bible away. Study the Bible. Study the Bible. The King James Version, study it. It will empower you, enlighten you, and guide you in the right way when you read it and study it. And what I mean by that, take these words and look them up. Look up the names of the prophets. Look up the locations. Understand the numerology in there. Understand the mythology. And then you will empower yourself to know the book. Then you will see what I'm teaching. This is how I walk through the book. By faith, I walked through the book and read the book. And I understood that something wasn't right with the book. So I started looking for other things. And this is metaphysics. This is one of the things came. Then I understood that it's hidden and it's coded in the book. But your life force is eternal. Share in the goodness that is all around you. Be happy. Be cheerful that you are in the presence of something so powerful, something so sure of itself, something so sustained, it sustains its own self. And we are the things that is sustained itself. With that being said, always know that you're in the presence of greatness. Always. Always. Know thyself. Know thyself. Love thyself. And be true to thyself. Peace. And have one wonderful day.